Hello, friends. Let's take a time to talk about something which is very important. I am not a pastor, I am not a priest, I am not a minister, but I just want to share you about Proverbs chapter 1, verses 5 and 6. And before we start, I want to say good afternoon, good day to everybody. Let's take a moment to reflect on Proverbs chapter 1, verses 5 to 6, part of the opening passage of the book of Proverbs, a book known for its timeless wisdom. These verses remind us of something very important. Wisdom is not a one-time gift. It is a lifelong journey, whether young or old, beginner or expert. The truly wise person is one who never stops learning. These verses call us to stay humble, hungry for growth, and of course, ready to listen. Let us break down the verses that we need to discuss this moment. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5, according to King James Version, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. A wise man will hear. Wisdom is not just about what you know, but whether you're willing to listen and learn more. Listening is an act of humility and a key to gaining true understanding. And of course, will increase learning. Wisdom leads to more wisdom, like a flame. The more it is fed, the brighter it becomes. Wise people are lifelong learners. A man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. Wise individuals seek advice and guidance from others who walk closely with God. They do not isolate themselves, but grow in community with fellow believers. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, proverbs often contain deeper meaning beneath the surface. Wisdom involves looking beyond what is obvious. The words of the wise and their dark sayings. Dark sayings refer to mysterious or riddles that require discernment. Wisdom means uncovering these hidden truths through reflection and spiritual insights. So, let's proceed to the reflection about this kind or these verses wherein we are talking about wisdom. Let me ask you, do you still allow yourself to be taught ups? Sometimes that is a big question to all of us. Do I need to learn? Sometimes we ask ourselves like that, right? Yeah. Are you growing in wisdom or stuck in old thinking? Or maybe you don't want to go out from your bags. You do not want to learn. You want to stay of what you are. You are now contented of what you have. Do you seek advice from wise, godly people? Mm-hmm. Especially your spiritual leaders. Sometimes or most of the time, we tend not to do it. Why? Because we think we are better than them. But a true wise people or person needs to seek advice from his friend, from his spiritual advisors and leaders, pastor, priest, or whatsoever. You need also to take or to seek advice from them. These verses challenge us to be active seekers of wisdom. Even Jesus, as a child, grow in wisdom. That is according to Luke chapter 2 rather, verse 52. If the Son of God grew in wisdom, so should we. As an application, of course, we need this. Here are the three things we can do today based on Proverbs chapter 1, verses 5 and 6. Of course, number 1. This is very, very important. Practice active listening. We need to open our ears, of course, to listen. We want to grow, we need to listen. We want to be more wiser, we need to listen. Of course, not only to the advices of these elders, but most especially an advices or piece of advices about spiritual growth. Because our target and our focus is to grow in the knowledge of God. Number 2, we need to keep learning. Of course, listening is a part of learning. Learning is a part of growing. Growing is an outcome or output of continuous reading and listening. And most especially, we are applying things that we learn from the past, we learn today, and the application is to live a life that is um, aligned to the will of God. Number 2, keep learning. You need to keep learning. That's why you are reading. Keep learning. That's why you go to the church, because you want to learn. That's why you talk with your supervisors, your pastors, your ministers, because you want to learn. Your heart is always thirsty when it comes to growth. Next, of course, third one is to seek godly counsel. When we say godly, those persons who are mature enough when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to spiritual growth, when it comes to something that will help us to grow. So, those are the three things that we need to remember. That is the application of these verses. In a world full of noise and pride, in Proverbs chapter 1, verses 5 and 6, calls us back to humility, growth, and godly wisdom. May we all become people who listen, learn, and live out the wisdom of God so that we can walk with understanding and make choices that honor Him. May the Lord bless you more. May the Lord be with you. And of course, the Lord will continue to empower us to be wiser and wiser. God bless, and the Lord be with you.